Hey, what is going on, guys? It's DK. Back at you with another video here to break down the showdown slate between the Miami Heat and the Boston Celtics on Friday. Before I get into the video, if you guys are new to the channel, my name is DK. I make daily videos breaking down NBA, NFL, PGA, and esports, daily fantasy sports slates. Before I get into analysis, I do want to thank you guys again, seriously, for all the support. Can't thank you guys enough. Did hit the 5K milestone, currently at 5.03 thousand subscribers now on YouTube. So, the easiest way to support me with all the content being free is just hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the notification bell so you know when I upload videos, you know when I go live. Also, if you guys cannot watch YouTube videos, I do upload on Apple Podcasts. The link is in the description below, just the DK DFS show. But with that out of the way, let's jump into the video. So before we talk about players and their prices for the showdown slate, let's look back at my lineup here from Thursday's showdown. So this is my final lineup here. If you guys don't follow me on Twitter, it's very, very important to do so because once we got that Dwight Howard starting news, I literally told you, I was like, Dwight Howard's the best value play of the day. And I played him in the captain spot. I thought he was just way too cheap for him starting. And yeah, he's absolutely crushing it. Already got a double-double, 12 and 11. Very, very important to follow me on Twitter. So we get news like that, it definitely changes the slate. And then I told you guys, I told you the direction I was going, right? I was going a value guy in the captain. It was originally Gary Harris, but I switched to Dwight Howard with that news. And then I wanted the three studs. I want AD, Jokic, and Murray. Caruso for value and Gary Harris for value, hoping he gets me 15, 20 fantasy points. I'll take it. So that's my lineup, and that's a look back here for Thursday's slate. So let's talk about this showdown slate for Friday, right? Heat Celtics, a 213 over under. Boston 3-point favorites in it's do or die time now for Boston. Must-win situation here. So we'll talk about prices, and I'm just going to go top to bottom here. So we'll start at the top and Jason Tatum at 10-6. I think he's a very, very safe option. I think him, I think Bam Adebayo, and I think Tyler Hero are going to be the chalk. And I'm fine eating the chalk on all three of those guys, to be honest. I think they're the three top plays right now. With Tatum, he is their go-to guy. He had 0 points in the first half and still finished with 52 fantasy points. So I just like the Tatum to do it all guy, right? The rebounds, he's getting assists, blocks, steals. Sure, you're going to have to pay a premium for him, but I just feel the safest I need the Boston guys, right? Like Smart, I don't really want to play Marcus Smart. Hayward coming off the bench, yeah, he's fine. Brown's priced up. Kemba's been struggling. So it's Tatum I feel the most comfortable with. And he's going to be the most popular. But like I said, I'm okay eating the chalk with Jason Tatum here, even at this price point. Bam Adebayo versus Jimmy. For this whole series, I preferred Bam Adebayo. And I still do prefer Bam Adebayo. Now, Bam Adebayo is going to be a lot more popular than Jimmy Butler. So if you want to get different, sure, you can go Jimmy. But right now, Bam's just outplaying Jimmy. He's just got more of a higher floor. The minutes have been there, too, for Bam, about 40 a game. So... and also, Kelly Olynyk did not play last game. I think that definitely helps Bam. So, really, really like him at 9-8. Again, I know him, Tatum, Hero are all going to be popular, but I'm fine eating the chalk on all three of those guys. So, yeah, really do like them. Tatum, Bam, we'll talk about Hero here in a bit. Jimmy at 9-4, I think is just a little bit more of a contrarian play, right? Because Bam's just been better so far this series. He's had a higher floor. Now, that doesn't mean Jimmy can't outscore Bam. And if I have a feeling that the ownership's going to be so heavy on Bam, then I might look to Jimmy to get different, right? Because Jimmy can outscore Bam. He's done it multiple times. Just right now, Bam has a higher floor. So Jimmy makes for an interesting contrarian play here because the ownership is going to be really high on Tatum, in my opinion, and really high on Bam Adebayo. Now, Jaylen Brown at 9-2, he's a solid play. I feel more comfortable getting into Tatum at 10-6 than I do Jaylen Brown. And we're not really getting a major discount either. 9-2, Hayward back, takes a slight hit to his usage. Again, I think he's fine. He took over 2 games ago. We went for almost 50 fantasy points. He is more up and down, right? I feel more comfortable with Tatum. I think his floor is higher than Brown. Brown has a little bit of a lower floor. right? Probably a floor of like 30-ish, right? We've seen that multiple times so far this series besides that one big game. So kind of like Jimmy Butler. He's playable, but in my opinion, more of a contrarian play for his price. Kemba Walker, another contrarian play. He's really been struggling. The minutes went down on him, only 34. He just does not look like himself, and I'm just not going to get to him at 8-8. He's going to be super low owned. If you want to take the ownership play, like Brown, right, like Butler, those guys are going to be low owned. That's fine, but I'm not prioritizing Kemba Walker either. Sure, the upside is 50 probably on him, but he's just not. He's kind of deferring offensively. Like they're going to Tatum first, they're going to Jaylen Brown first. He's kind of like the number 3 in the offense. We're not getting him at a huge. It feels like in the 7K range that I would consider him, but like 8-8, I think I'm just going to pass on Kemba too. Dragic, I feel a lot more comfortable with Dragic than Kemba Walker. He's been much more consistent. The floor has been higher. Besides that 117 fantasy point game, he's been pretty solid, right? So right now for me, I feel a little bit more comfortable with Dragic. Now I think Dragic will be higher owned than Kemba. Again, we want to take ownership in consideration and go Kemba. That's fine, but I think I do prefer Dragic to Kemba Walker. What we're getting out of Dragic is, or what I like about Dragic too, is a do-it-all guy, right? He can get your rebounds, assists, score the ball. My slight concern with Dragic is Tyler Hero is really coming on, right? So that definitely takes a hit to Dragic's usage. But I think he's still a pretty solid play in the mid-range. Now, Tyler Hero at 7-8. If you guys have been watching my content basically all year, for Summer League contests and preseason, I was all over Tyler Hero. And I liked him a good amount in the regular season. And then the postseason, I think I've played him the last 10 slates. Not even kidding. I think I've played him the last 10 slates. I played him at captain last night. Last night. Obviously, that went really well. Huge Tyler Hero guy. He's going to be popular, though. He is. After the big game, he's going to be chalky even at this price point. Now, it is hard to fade him right now. It really is. Like, he is being super aggressive offensively. I don't think we'll get 51 fantasy points again. But I think we get mid-30s minutes, and he's a do-it-all guy. I still think he's a pretty solid play. Now, like I said, it's going to be Tatum, Bam, and Hero, in my opinion, the most popular plays of the slate. And I'm fine playing all three. Like, I'm fine eating the chalk of those guys and getting different elsewhere if I want to try to, differentiate myself from the field in the larger field GPPs. Yeah, Marcus Smart at 7-2. I'm just not playing him. Simple as that. It's not playing Marcus Smart. Why would I play Marcus Smart when I get to Tyler Hero at a similar price? My opinion doesn't make sense. He had 11 assists last game. That's an outlier. Gordon Hayward being back hurts him. Like, he'll probably get 25 to 30 fantasy points, but I don't know if that's enough at this price for me. So I'm going to pass on Marcus Smart. Gordon Hayward's much more playable here at 6-4. Coming off the bench, we're going to get probably around 30-ish minutes. Another, solid do-it-all guy, right? He's not really great in one aspect, but he can get rebounds, assists, he can score the ball. The price is a lot better on him than, I feel better about Gordon Hayward than I do Marcus Smart. I think they have very similar fantasy point outcomes, and Gordon Hayward's about $1,000 cheaper. So right now, I do prefer Hayward. I think he's a pretty decent play there in the mid-range. Jay Crowder at 5-6, I also like. He shot the ball terribly. 1 of 9 last game. I'm not concerned. Minutes went a little bit down. I think they could go back up to 35 if he shoots well. So 2 of 10, 1 of 9 shooting the last couple games. Don't think he continues to shoot that bad. And if he has a decent shooting day, like he did 4 games ago, the upside is mid-30s to 40 fantasy points. So, I think he's a pretty decent play here at 5-6. Definitely someone I'm considering in the mid-range. Tice at 5K, I'm just not doing it. Another guy I'm going to pass. The price is playable. He's playable at this price, but I would rather play Jay Crowder. I don't think Jay Crowder continues to shoot that bad. Tice doesn't have the upside right now. He'll probably get 15 to 20 fantasy points. Again, on this slate, I don't know if that's enough. And the Boston's really been struggling when he's been on the court. So I think there's a chance they could go smaller, or maybe give Robert Williams some more minutes who played well. If he even does play, do they go back to Cantor? Right? It's hard to trust what Steven's going to do with the center rotation, but I'm not going to get to Tice either. Now, Duncan Robinson at 4-8 looks a lot better here. I like him a good amount. Another guy struggled shooting last game, 0 of 5. Well, That's what he's out there to do, shoot the ball. So his floor is low, but if he's shooting well, they'll give him 30 minutes, and he has upside to go for 30 plus, right? He did it 3 games ago. He shot 6 of 12. So I have interest in Duncan Robinson. Like, he has more upside than Daniel Tice. I guess, Daniel Tice probably has a slightly higher floor since he does more than Robinson, like, other than score the ball. But I like the upside more on Duncan's. If you're shooting for that upside, I think Duncan Robinson's a pretty decent play. But again, know the risk, right? The floor is pretty low on him. If he's not hitting his threes, probably a floor of about 5 to 10 fantasy points. Yeah, there's absolutely no way I'm playing 4K Grant Williams. I don't know why he's priced up this far. He didn't even play last game, or played 1 minute. Was that last game? Yeah, he played 1 minute last game. Unless we get some sort of news that he's going to be like a part of the rotation and like a decent part of the, there's just no way I'm getting a Grant Williams. Kelly Olynyk, also a fade for me. Didn't play last game. They want small ball. They played Iguodala at times at the 5. They brought in Solomon Hill to the rotation. So I'm not paying 3.6 for Kelly Olynyk if there's a probably better than 50% chance that he doesn't play. Now, sure, could they play him this game? Yeah, they could switch it up and go back to Olynyk and give him 10 to 15 minutes. If that's the case, he has a decent shot to get value, but I'm pumping the brakes. I'm going to fade Kelly Olynyk. I think there's a better than 50% chance he doesn't play again. Now, Iguodala's guy had been off in the preseason, but at this price point, he's in play. He played 27 minutes. They played him at the 5. When Bam Adebayo wasn't out there, Andre Iguodala was playing the 5. So if he's going to play mid-20s minutes, that makes him a lot more playable. He's not going to do a whole lot offensively, but he is a guy that can get some blocks, some steals. And if the minutes will be there, he can fall into some rebounds, maybe hit a 3, right? So I have interest actually in Iguodala 3 too. And most of these playoffs, I've been avoiding him. But on this Showdown slate, I think he's in play. I don't know if I'm going to go out of my way to play him, but I think he's playable here. Wanamaker at 2.8. Minutes have been down on him since Hayward came back. 9 and 13 minutes. I don't know if that's enough for me to consider him on the slate, so probably not going to do it. Now, Robert Williams is a guy I think is going to be super popular. Can we trust that he gets at least 10 minutes again? I don't think we can trust it, but if he does, there's a pretty good chance he does get value. He's a really good point per minute guy. It's a tricky one, right? He's only played twice so far in the series. They've gone with Cantor sometimes, so could they go back to Cantor and Robert Williams gets the DNP? Yes, but Robert Williams did play well when he's out there, so that gives me a little bit more confidence that they go back to him in this game, but there's still no guarantee, right? There is a decent chance that Robert Williams does not play. So have that in your mind, like know the risk if you play him, but if he is in the rotation and he does get 10 to 15 minutes, I think that he could make for a pretty good value play here at 2.6. So I do have interest in Robert Williams. Cantor's the last guy I'll mention, 2.4. He's been in and out of the rotation. They'll play one or the other. So guess right in the center value, and you're probably in good shape. It could be Cantor, right? He's played twice so far in the series. It could be Rob Williams who's played twice so far in the series. It's probably not going to be both. So my best guess is it's going to be Rob Williams. He's going to be way more popular since he played last game, but you just never know. None hasn't been in the rotation. No, Derek Jones Jr. Solomon Hill did play a couple minutes, but not enough for me to take a shot there at 1K. So that's really it for the player-by-player breakdown. Again, who am I considering for captains? Well, those main guys. Tatum, Hero, Bam, and Adebayo. Those are the safe options in my opinion. You don't have to play one of those guys in the captain. You can get different, but I think including those 3 guys, those are going to be the most popular plays. They're not contrarian plays, but I'm fine eating the chalk there. I'm fine playing those 3 and getting different elsewhere. So whether that be play one of these guys in the mid-range in the captain, or play a cheaper guy in the captain, right? Maybe I go Duncan Robinson and hope he has a decent shooting day, right? I think that's a viable build. Or again, I jam one of those 3 guys in the captain spot. Or you go super contrarian, go Robert Williams, someone like a Robert Williams in the captain spot, hope he gets his 10 to 15 minutes, and then you can fit in like 2 more stars. So that's my approach for this slate. Again, Tatum, Bam, Hero are going to be popular. I'm fine eating the chalk on all 3 of those guys. If you want to get different, if you want to play Jimmy over Bam, again, that's fine. If you want to play Brown over Tatum and get maybe a couple more plays in the mid-range, that's fine. But the way that I'm going, I think I am going to eat the chalk on those 3 guys and then go from there. So I think that's going to wrap it up for the video today, guys. If you haven't enjoyed the content so far, I'd really appreciate it if you leave a like button on the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell so you know when I upload videos, you know when I go live. I'm going to have a final look for my NFL Week 3 video slate, probably up tomorrow, actually, or Saturday morning. I'll let you guys know when I will get that up. It's not going to be up tonight. Thanks again, guys. Hope you guys have a good rest of your night, and I will see you all later.